welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to show you.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Toni, and I'm a homeschooling mom to 4 kids, and these are my kids, and they are the star of the show today.
Yeah, you're the star of the show.
He's a star. So, we're going to share with you guys today how we make learning fun. Specifically, 5 ways that we make learning fun that you guys can do too. I know we're at the end of the school year here, and so a lot of you guys may feel like you don't want to do school, your kids don't want to do school, and you need to figure out a way to make learning fun. So these are some ideas that you can use not only to finish up the school year and try to finish strong and keep some fun in the rest of the school year when maybe nobody wants to do school, but also for next year. If you're looking for some ideas to keep fun in schooling but still learning, then you might want to try these. So we have 5 things that we put in our school day that they absolutely love. And they actually get really annoyed when I'm like, we're not going to do this today. We need to skip to math or something like that, right? They love these things. So the first one that we are going to do is our Spanish flashcards. All the things that we're doing today can be used with any curriculum, any flashcard, any whatever it is that you want to use. This is not specific to a certain thing. I just have the idea. You use whatever you have. So I just have these Spanish words and phrases cards, but you can use whatever you have. It's easy to find Spanish cards. I also have these Spanish phrases cards that I've started introducing now that we've got kind of the basics down, but we are not quite quick at these yet. So just get yourself some Spanish flashcards, any Spanish flashcards. So here's what we do. I pull out the ones that we know. We used to keep score either on a board or we go up to the chalkboard. But I think when you guys came up with the idea that I just give them the card. So that's how we keep track. Pretty much, if you make any, at least for our family, if you make something a competition, they're gonna have fun. So most of these things are just competitions to see who's gonna get the most points in Spanish today, who's gonna get the most points in geography. So that's how we do it. So all they do is they say it out loud. I tell them, I show them the English side of the card. They have to say the Spanish side of the card. If they get it right, they get to keep it. Ready? Let's go.
Nueve ovejas.
Very good. She got it. Nueve ovejas. So see, it's got English on one side and Spanish on the other. She gets to keep the card, and they hit the table when they get it right. Okay, ready? You have to say. Hold on. You saw that one too. You have to say both. If it's a color, you have to say both of them. Ready?
No.
Oh, okay. This one you have to say 2 out of 3 at least.
El coche. Y la bicicleta y el autobús.
Very good. She said all 3 of those. Ding, ding, ding. Yes. I think Annabelle's first.
Siete gallinas.
Very good. Siete gallinas. Liliana.
El pato y el perro.
Yes. Go. Sienna.
Blanco and negro.
Good. Liliana.
Verde y rojo.
Good. Showing you guys too quick.
What did it say?
Okay, ready?
Wait.
Okay, Annabelle.
Dos cabras.
Dos cabras. Very good. Okay. Well, you guys were like. So that's the gist of what the Spanish cards look like. Now we're going to show you our geography game. All right, so now we're going to do geography. We just have these geography cards from The Good and the Beautiful. And you could use any geography cards that you have, but these are awesome. We got these from The Good and the Beautiful from their level 5 language program, but I liked them and wanted to use them for everybody. But like I said, you could use any geography cards that you have, but it really does help to make it this quick thing. So we went through it slowly and learned them for a while. Then once they got them, now we do it quickly. And I just flip the cards and they have to tell me it looks like this. They have to tell me what state it is. And if they guess the state correctly, then they get to keep the card. And then we count how many we have at the end. And they love this. And they've done really well with this. So, you guys ready? Yep. Set. Go.
Ohio.
Ooh. And this is what we do when it's a tie. Paper, rock, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ohio.
Annabelle gets it.
Texas.
Okay. Go. See ya.
Arctic Ocean.
Annabelle. Ready?
I'm not dealing with it.
Liliana.
Louisiana.
Good. Liliana.
Indiana.
the gist of what we do with these cards. We just keep going through these cards until we've done all of them or until a time frame that I want to do. And we have another geography game that we do, so I'm going to show you that real quick. So the next thing that we do for geography, I think I got this at like the dollar spot in Target or something like that, but it's just a dry erase map. So on this side, it has all the US states and abbreviations at the top, and then on this side, it's the world map, so it's got all the continents, and they can label oceans. So sometimes we do it where I'll have them label oceans, sometimes they'll label continents, but lately I've been timing them, and they have to see if they can beat their time every single day. So what they do is one person starts and she writes down a state with the abbreviation. She passes it. She fills in another state with its abbreviation. Not him. Then the next daughter fills in another state with the abbreviation, and they see how long it takes to fill up all the United States with their abbreviations. And I think the fastest we've done so far is 6 minutes and 44 seconds. So we're gonna try to beat that today. Okay, let's go. We're ready to start. Ready, set, go. Okay, so they beat their time. Yesterday, their time was 6 minutes and 44 seconds. They beat their time 6 minutes and 3 seconds. Almost 6 minutes and 4 seconds. So this is what it looks like in the end. They just filled all that in, and it's a super fun, quick way to just reinforce that we know our states and abbreviations. So that was fun. So now I'm gonna show you our history game. Okay, so for history, I found a super fun game, and like I said, you guys can find your own trivia cards. You can get your own games. I will link whatever I have in the description box if I can find it. But you can really use anything. But if you can find some history trivia cards, this has been so good for our history. So I just bought these. These are from The Good and the Beautiful. It is Explorers and Settlers history game. And I think this is for their year 1 history. We do not use their history, but obviously these people are part of history, these explorers and settlers, and that's what we're doing this year. So this has been very fun. They're very familiar with these people already. So I'm gonna show you. I bought this off of a friend that was selling it on Facebook, and I bought it off of her for like $5. And it has been so good, and they have so much fun with it, and they're learning. So it's just little trivia cards. So there's a main answer card, and this has all the people. You have cards like this that has a description of a person, and then you have cards that have a picture of a person. And the way you're supposed to play it is like a memory game where you flip these over and you have to match them, but we do that a little bit differently. We like to change rules for things until we were familiar, and at first we didn't know all these people. So we'll show you real quick how we play this game. So why don't you guys go ahead and get this set up and we'll show them. Okay, so we have the cards all laid out like this that has all the people and all their names. We're gonna go through and they flip these cards and they read what's on the top. It has the answer over here. So I would find number 8 and then they match the card.
Motivated by Christian objectives, this explorer desired to find a faster sea route to India by sailing west. In 1492, he discovered the American continent. Christopher Columbus.
Ding, ding, ding. So they raise their hand because if there's one that the person who flips the card over, they get to have first pick, but if they don't know what it is, then whoever raised their hand first gets to have a guess.
Okay.
What number are we on?
Number 10.
Number 10, okay.
Okay. She was a Powhatan Indian who, as a young girl, befriended John Smith and the Jamestown settlers. She later converted to Christianity, married an Englishman named John Rolfe, and traveled to England.
Who was that?
Pocahontas.
Pocahontas. Ding, ding, ding. So they just keep playing and pull the cards. We'll do one for Annabelle so you can see, and then
Number 1.
number 1.
Oh.
This Italian explorer wrote about his explorations on the Asian continent and his discovery of Kublai Khan's exotic and rich empire in what is now called China. His book did much to inspire the European age of exploration. Is it Marco Polo?
Marco Polo. Ding, ding, ding. So then she picks up the card, Marco Polo, and makes a match. So we just keep playing this over and over again, and then whoever has the most matches at the end wins, and they love it. So this is super fun. Even if you're not using the Good and the Beautiful's history, this works. If you're doing early exploration or settlers, that time period, this is really good because we're using Biblioplan for history, and we've still covered most of these people, and the ones we haven't covered, we've learned through this game. So that is what we do for history, so we're gonna keep playing this, and I will show you next what we do for math. So the next thing I'm gonna show you is what we do for math to make math fun. Yes, math can be fun, right?
Nope.
It can be a little bit fun. Okay, so at some curriculum sale one time for $1.50, I got this little box of these little tiny math coins. So as you can see, they've got numbers on them, they've got math equations, and I pull them out, and whoever gets it, obviously we're on different math levels, but it's still just a fun way to try to think quickly. Okay, we'll do Jonah first. Ready?
17.
Good.
9.
Jonah's first.
2.
Good.
6.
I think Annabelle's first.
Mom.
10.
Mom.
12.
Good.
11.
Good.
7.
So anyway, these are really pretty easy for them, but it's just good to keep practice. It's like instead of doing flashcards, they all know these. These are all subtraction, but I'd love to get some of these that have division and multiplication. It just for some, did I throw those? For some reason, it just seems to make it more fun than just sitting there doing flashcards. So if you can get your hand on some of these, I'll see if I can find some and link them in the description box. But this is just a fun little game, so we are going to keep playing that. And I'm going to show you what we do for Bible verses. Okay, so the last thing that we do with our morning time fun is our memory verse, which I have talked about this before in a couple of my videos, but I just have this recipe box card, which you guys have got to find one of these. I found it at a local store near us, but if you can find a recipe card with a slot on the top, this holds all of our Bible verses in here. And it's so awesome because when we're going over a Bible verse, we pull it out and we put it on top, and that's how we practice our Bible verses. So it's really cool to have that. It's not necessary, but it's really cool. So if you can find a recipe box like this, that's pretty awesome, and it's a great, it's a cool tool. It's not necessary, but it's fun. So we'll show you what we do with this real quick. You can use any scripture memory system, or you can just write your own Bible verses on just regular plain note cards and do the same thing. I bought the scripture memory system from Simply Charlotte Mason and love it, and I love that it's all done for me. And it's all printed. You can pick whatever version you use. We use King James, and they're all printed out on these cards already, so we just pull out a new card every day. So it is awesome. It wasn't that expensive, and I'm so glad I bought it. This is something we have not done a ton of verses this year, so this is gonna last us for a couple years. So I'm really excited to keep working through this. So we're gonna go ahead and show you how we do one. The first, so we've got daily, we've got odd, we've got even, and then there's Monday through Friday, and then there's days of the week. So we just do a handful of verses. So today is an odd day. So let's do our odd Bible verse. Okay, ready? Matthew 15, 18, and 19. But those things which proceed out of the mouth come forth from the heart, and they defile the man. For out of the heart proceed evil thoughts, murders, adulteries, fornications, thefts, false witness, and blasphemies. Very good. And they try to look away whenever they know it, and then they say it by themselves. Do you want to say it?
Yep.
Go.
Matthew 15, 18, and 19. But those things which proceed out of the mouth come forth from the heart, and they defile the man. For out of the heart proceed evil thoughts, murders, adulteries, fornication, theft, false witness, and blasphemy.
Very good. Annabelle, I'm going to have you say the next one. Now we're going to do our Wednesday verse because today is Wednesday.
Matthew 5:23 and 24.
Therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar, and there rememberest that thy brother hath aught against thee, leave there thy gift before the altar, and go thy way. First be reconciled to thy brother, and then come and offer thy gift. They're so good at memorizing Bible verses. I am working on trying to keep up. Annabelle, go ahead and say yours.
Matthew 5:23 and 24. Therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar, and there rememberest that thy brother hath aught against thee, leave there thy gift before the altar, and go thy way. First be reconciled to thy brother, and then come and offer thy gift.
Very good. Ding, ding, ding. All right, Sienna's going to have to say one. So let's find the daily verse is pretty. I'm going to give Sienna the Friday verse. I know today is not Friday, but I'm going to give her the Friday verse because it is really, really hard. Let's all say it together first. John 14:15. If ye love me, keep my commandments. Hey, Sienna, can you say that? Without looking.
John 14:15. If you love me, keep my commandments.
Ding, ding, ding. Good job. Okay, so that is what we do for scripture memory. It's not really a game, but it just makes it more fun. It's not just writing a note card and memorizing it by yourself. It makes a big difference to memorize it together. Don't you guys think this is more fun than just memorizing it by yourselves?
Yeah.
I think so. So that is what we do to make learning fun. So those are 5 really easy things that you guys can do. You can either get the same cards, flashcards, and different things that we use, the game, and all that stuff, or you can just find your own. I love, obviously, shopping at the thrift store. If you find flashcards at the thrift store, turn it into a game. It's so easy, and it doesn't have to, you don't have to make your entire school day a game, but certain things like this that kind of need drilled in, if you make it a game, it's not going to feel like so much of a chore. So we enjoy doing this. They've had so much fun with our morning time this year since we've started putting in these games and competitions, and they just love, I mean, they get that from me. I'm very competitive and I like to win. So they like to see who wins at the end and who gets the most points, and I guess it's just part of our family. But if you guys enjoy that kind of thing, give it a try and let me know. What do you do to make learning fun? I would love some more ideas if you guys have some. If you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to check the description box if you are interested in buying any of these resources. I'll go ahead and link them all below. Thanks so much for watching, and if you're not yet subscribed, don't forget to subscribe so you're notified every time one of my videos comes out. So I will see you guys next week. Bye.